Hi, hello everyone. I am going to be introducing you to the TirTir Cushion Foundation. This beautiful egg-shaped compact right here. If you haven't heard of this and you're in the beauty space, you must be under a rock because it's everywhere at the moment. And this is a Korean cushion compact that is super popular in Korea. I think it's their not in Korea, Japan. Their #1 bestseller in Japan, apparently. But it is a Korean company. The product is made in Korea. It retails for $25. It comes in 30 shades. It has a 72-hour wear time. Yeah, I'm not wearing it that long, ever. There's going to be face washing within that time period at some point. But it's supposed to be mask proof, which is why it's called the Mask Fit Cushion. It's supposed to have a powder complex in it that keeps your face from getting oily, and so you don't have to powder over top of this. And if you want to find out how to color match yourself, how this wears, and how to apply this beautiful compact, plus the shade that I am wearing on my face right now, please keep watching. I've just applied a very light application of this TirTir cushion on one half my face, and this is what it looks like. So this is the color French Beige, and that's on one half. This is French Beige, that's without. And this is under my bathroom light. So now let's go see what it looks like under natural light. Okay, I'm at my window. This is natural light. I was where I film, which is actually a space in my bathroom, so that was artificial light. So here is the natural lighting. That's the color French Beige on the right half of my face on the side. And on this side I have nothing. And it looks really like a really decent match. It's not too dark, looks natural, looks like I have nothing on my skin. Just very even and smooth. Okay, I will be back in a second to show you what I look like with all my makeup on and everything done. Okay, so here's my finished look for the day. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think? And I'm going to show you how this looks also in natural light as well. This is in my filming light, so I will be back in a second to show you what I look like in natural light, and at the end of the day to show you how well this wore. This is set with powder. You're not supposed to have to set this with anything, but I always like to set with powder, so I have some powder over this. I'm not wearing any primer underneath, just some sunscreen. And let's see how this goes for the day. Okay, so it's the end of the day for me. I am tired. I just finished a long workout, and my skin surprisingly looks great. I mean, this stuff didn't move. It's a bit dewy. The powder did wear off a bit. I did get shiny in my T-zone right here and on my chin and up there, but not greasy at all. Definitely don't look greasy. Alright, that's it for day 1 of this review. I'm gonna wear this for a few more days to see how I like it, but my first impression in this wear is really, really good product. When I come back, I'm gonna have worn this a couple more days, and I will be back because I got 2 new colors coming, and then I want to swatch for you on my cheek and see, because this one is a bit warm for me, just a tad bit warm. It might even be a little bit dark, so I got the shades 29 in and the shades 33C, just to see which one I like. I mean, I may like this one at the end, but it's warm. It's warm, baby. So I will be back tomorrow with swatches, and I'm probably going to do another wear test along with that, so stay tuned. I just got my 2 new shades of the TirTir cushion because the first shade I showed you, the 31 in French Beige, is too warm. Here it is. Let's show you this one. This is, I'm going to swatch it in my face right there so you can see. It's too warm and a bit too deep. It's a good color, but it's just a bit warm for me. There it is. Just a touch warm, as you can see. Okay, so that's French Beige. And now I'm going to swatch my new shade, which I've just opened. This is 33C. This is Hazel, which is a cool shade. So let's see what that looks like. Alright, it's definitely cooler than French Beige. It's about the same depth. This one's definitely looking better for now. The 33C looks like is looking good. That one definitely matches me the best so far. And I have one more shade which I haven't opened yet. I have the shade 29 in, which is also a neutral shade. It's called Natural Beige. And that is much too light. That's like the shade of my daughter. She's very fair, and that's the way she is. It's very neutral. It's very olivey, but I think it's much too light. Let's see. Let's put a little on put a little on my face. What? I don't think that's too light at all, believe it or not. When I blend it in, it totally matches. And from the swatches, it looks like it's not going to. Wow. Okay, let's see what this looks like in natural light, because I think I'm 29 in, believe it or not. Let's go over to the natural light. I finally found my perfect shade of the TirTir foundation. I'm in the shade 29 in, and who would have thought? So let me show you how to apply this. So there's a couple of things that I found out about this when I did a little research. One of them is that the mirror is supposed to have a cover on it. The mirror on this is not the best. Oh, there we go. There is a film on the mirror. Okay, so it's a good mirror.
It's a very good mirror, actually. Because I was thinking, why would they put such an awful mirror in the compact? It's not. It had a film on it. And it does come off, as I just showed you. So, now that I've told you about the mirror in the compact, let me tell you about application of this. So, this is a cushion foundation, and the container contains a puff right here, and that's where all the foundation is. So, it's a very thin, highly pigmented, liquidy formula. So what you put on underneath really does matter. You want to put on thin sunscreen, a thinner consistency sunscreen, a super thin primer if you wear a primer underneath this. Now, you want to make sure that it's something that's like water and smooth. And I've already applied my sunscreen and my primer, and I'll list the ones that I used below, but they're both a watery, liquidy consistency and very thin. You want to make sure that if you put something on your skin that's a little bit tacky, that has a bit of a body to it, that you make sure that your skin is really smooth. And you can do that by taking a sponge, patting over your skin really, really well. Make sure that it's really well blended and really, really smooth. Because if your products are not smooth on your skin, this will be clumpy. It'll clump up on those areas where your skin's not perfectly smooth. You don't want to use anything that's going to emphasize texture underneath this. Now, to apply, the videos I've seen, most people are applying way too much. What you do is you put your fingers in the puff. Doesn't matter how you put your fingers in the puff, put your fingers in the puff. I've seen people have a formula with 2 fingers and 1 finger out, and it's crazy. No, you don't have to do that. So, take the puff, put the puff flat on the cushion, and press. You'll have product on your puff. Don't just go in with this. This is way too much. Take the side and use it as a palette to work the product into your puff, like so. Work it in to the puff. Now your puff should look relatively smooth. Like this. Take off my glasses. This is an application form that works with every kind of foundation, not just puffs. Start on the largest part of your face where it doesn't move very much. So here, and work down, out, and inward. You do your chin and work out this way. You do your forehead in the center and you work outward and up. That is how you apply foundation, any type of foundation, and that is how I'm going to apply this. So, the reason why is because this puts the heaviest concentration where your face moves the least. And you want to apply this with a little patting motions, a little bit at a time, so thin layers. And if you get into a section where you need less like this, you can always take your finger and pull it up. Get into places like around your nose, smile lines. Anywhere you need more pressure, maybe you just tip your finger. Forehead. I'm only going to do 1/2 my face. Really don't need a lot of pressure. So there we are on 1/2 my face, and that was 1 puff. Look how wonderfully that covered. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, now that I've showed you how to apply and how much 1 little puff can go, I'm going to do the other half of my face. Okay, now I'm gonna put just a touch down my neck. Make sure that you don't stop your foundation right here or it's super fake. Work it down onto your neck. Also make sure you get it onto your ears and the earlobes, right along this spot right here. Oh, you'll see a line of demarcation. I tell you, you can tell. These are things that you should do whenever you wear makeup. Make it look not like you're wearing makeup, which is the whole point of foundations. Make you look perfect. All right, so that's on my face. And that's all I used. This is one very light layer, and that's what it looks like. And I will be back with my makeup completed so that you can see what I look like at the beginning of this day and tell you my final thoughts on this foundation. Okay everyone, I'm back. My makeup is complete for the day, and this TirTir Cushion foundation, I love it. It is so good. It wears well all day long. It has a beautiful texture. Powder goes on well over this. I've seen people put it on too thickly and then not wait for it to set down before they powder and then lift the foundation off. You do have to let this set before you powder it, because trying to powder over this wet will make it stick to your puff or your brush or anything you use. So make sure this is dry before you powder it. That's my only qualm. Make sure it's dry. My foundation, my concealer, and my color corrector went on nicely over top of this. I had no problems with it. My current concealer, which is my favorite concealer ever, worked better around my chin area and my face than it did under my eyes. Under my eyes, it didn't give as much coverage as it normally does with this foundation. I don't know why that is, but I'm going to assume because it's so thin. My concealer is so thin that it didn't work. The pigment wasn't able to keep enough under my eyes. That's what I'm assuming. So that's one thing that I noticed. That's the only problem I had with this. Blush went on nicely with this. I didn't have any problems around my eyes with this, stinging or burning. This does have a fragrance, but once this is on your face, it dissipates real quickly. It doesn't stay. It's perfumey. I don't find it unpleasant, but I don't find it super pleasant either. It's just kind of an eh for me. It's there, just thought you know, just in case you're sensitive to such things. I have seen some reviews that say this has sunscreen in it. Nothing that I've read about it says it has sunscreen in it, so I don't know where that comes from. I do have on sunscreen underneath. It's so pretty though. Look at this. It looks like my skin and it feels like nothing. So the hype on this is real. It's totally real. Even though I think it might be overhyped a bit, but if I like it and I don't buy into hype, I really don't. I really got to try something for myself. And when I saw that this cushion foundation, Korean cushion foundation, was made in my complexion, shades that could possibly meet my complexion, I totally had to try it. That's the only reason why. Not because everyone was hyping it, because I wanted to see how this worked, and it's beautiful and lovely and amazing. It's all of those things. Another thing to note about this is that I noticed the 29 in, which is the shade I'm wearing right now, just perfect. Perfect match. Oxidizes like nobody's business. It goes from the color of my daughter, who's very, very fair, to me. Like literally. it's dark enough for me, is how it oxidizes. That's the only thing, is finding your color match with this might be hard. I'm glad that I have the 2 darker colors, because if I tan even the slightest bit, this is no longer going to match me. But right now, untanned, wearing lots of sunscreen all over my body, and mineral sunscreen too, this is perfect. So that's my review of the TirTir foundation. I hope you liked it. Give me 2 thumbs up, like and subscribe. My name is Mimi, and I will talk to you later. Bye.